The Villain's Barista by Jerame. Chapter 9. Summary. This chapter consists of a meeting of villains, a bird, once more bird, and a burning city. Ingenium's career is over. Hero Killer strikes again. What the fuck? Izuku stares unbelievably at the headline on his phone. Didn't they just talk about the Ida family like a few weeks ago? You know what? No coffee for Stain today. Stain and the other villains will know better than to break Bunny's agreement. Where else could they even get coffees like the ones he makes? Nowhere. Not making coffee for them is actually a pretty good punishment, Izuku thinks. Shoto thinks about the previous 2 days of constant partying that happened while he sits in homeroom. The school gave them 2 days off, and Izuku, Toya, and their villain friends insisted on a congratulations party for him winning the sports festival. He never had a party for him before, but those 2 days were the best experience he's ever had. Karaoke, playing games all day, laying around on Izuku's bed, eating delicious food that Toya and Izuku made together, and many more fun things. Shoto knows that they just don't want him to go back to the house. He's thankful because the cafe is already his new home. He's lost in his head, but he's aware of someone looking at him, and he knows that it's Bakugo. Ever since returning to school, the guy won't stop glaring at him. He glares even harder when Aizawa-sensei shows the offers everyone got from pro heroes, which Shoto ends up getting a lot more than him. Shoto knows the history between Izuku and the blonde, which reminds him too much of his father, who values power over everything else. He's successful so far in avoiding a confrontation. He can see Bakugo trying to corner him, but he doesn't hide his intense aura that radiates off him, so Shoto can slip from his sight easily. He usually sits with Yaoyorozu during lunch. She's a great company who doesn't push him too much into talking with her. Sometimes Jiro joins too, but today Bakugo and his squad end up all sitting beside their table and try to have a conversation with him. "Wow, Todoroki-kun, your bento looks so good. That can compete with lunch rushes for sure." Kaminari compliments him on the left. Wait, when did he sit there? Shota blinks at him impassively. "My friend made it for me," he says while munching on his karage. He's sure that the topic Bakugo is waiting for because he straightens up immediately. "Who is it? Oh, is it the same cute green-haired boy that cheered for you?" Ashido asks, intrigued. "Hmm? How do you know him?" Bakugo cuts in. His friends look at him weirdly. "That's none of your business, is it?" Shoto replies nonchalantly. A small pop of an explosion comes from the blonde's hands. "Fucking!" Kirishima restrains his explosive friend from jumping at Shoto and changes the topic. "Let's talk about our offers instead. I want to go with Farkind. How about you guys?" They talk about that while Shoto just listens quietly. Yeah, listening while having the blonde stare at his back. Seriously, what's his problem? Regretting his past and wanting to apologize to Izuku? He wants to laugh at that. Shoto decides to ignore him and thinks about his offers instead. Normally, he would just choose to go with his father, but he noticed a name that looked out of place on his list earlier. Why would he even send an internship offer to him? He thinks it would be funny if he accepts the guy's offer just to piss his father off. Again. Wow, you actually accepted my offer. The number 3 hero, Hawks, states, astonished. Shadow shrugs. Just want to annoy the old man. And I'm interested in why you offered your internship spot to me. Oh, I'm gonna have some fun with you. Hawks chuckles. And the reason, let's just say I want to try out something with your quirk. It might or might not work, and even if it doesn't, you can still learn about paperwork. Hawks flap his wings excitedly. Tokuyami and Dark Shadow, who also accepted the Hawks' internship offer, blink dumbly at them and decide to look around the agency with one of the sidekicks instead. Hawks only offered it to them because they both are birds anyways. So, what do you have in mind? Shudo asks, wanting to get this over with. Their quirks don't have any similarities, so interning with the winged hero won't benefit him that much in terms of his quirk ability. But he might get some knowledge about hero work. I was watching your final match, and when you burst out in flames, which was so cool by the way, and it got me wondering if you can control the fire that exploded out from you to look like wings? Like a phoenix. That could be a hero name. It's like listening to Izuku ranting about quirks, but less pleasant. Okay. Fire wings? That can be an intimidating technique, but you will also look 10 times cooler. You probably can't fly, but oh well, let's just get to work, buddy. Not waiting for his answer, Hawks dragged him inside a training room. This internship looks promising. He can't believe that Shoto actually chose Hawks. But hey, he should live his life. Izuku's been working at the cafe and helping at the bar recently. People in the bar are very different from the ones in the cafe. There's a variety of villains there, from lower life thugs to some dangerous assassins. Izuku is there as Bunny, so he gets to analyze many new quirks for them. He's so popular that within an hour he is able to get almost enough money to buy a mansion. He sometimes brings his coffee for the clients too. Izuku didn't tell them that he'll be visiting their hideout today. He doesn't want to bother Kuragiri to open a portal for him. So he walks with his cardboard box that he cuts holes in to make a temporary tray to carry all the coffee. Wow, he looks like a delivery boy. He makes sure no one is around, then knocks on the bar door. He waits for a while, but nobody comes out. Well, he's just gonna walk right in. It's not like some random person would knock on the door except for him. He sticks his head in the room and gapes at what he sees. It looks like he's interrupting some meeting. Should he even call it that? At the sports festival, Tomura said he'd be meeting a possible ally later. And a while ago, Stein told him that there's a group seeking him out. So both guys were talking about the same thing then. Stein has a knife by Tomura's throat, and Kurogiri is out of commission. They both can move from Stein's quirk. Maybe he should leave and come back later. Nah, he's a good friend. Let's intervene. Hey, what are you guys doing? Three sets of eyes are on him immediately. Four if you count all for one, because that guy's always watching. He hops past Stain and Tamura on the floor and sets the coffees on the bar counter. Kuragiri's mist flickers nervously. Tamura tries to get away at that moment, but fails when Stain takes out another knife and stabs it on the wood floor next to the villain's hand. Izuku grimaces. "Bunny, what are you doing? Get out! There's a fucking murder on me and you're greeting us?" Tamura shouts at him. Izuku can see the fear in his eyes behind his father. Stein blinks at Izuku and decides to get off of the League's leader. He collects his knife and then walks to grab a black coffee from Izuku. "You're with the League of Villains? I thought you wouldn't join any group," he states. "I'm not in the League, just hanging around. I'm here to give them their coffee. What's happening here?" "Maybe you should ask your friends over there." Stay motions to the paralyzed villain on the floor. "You know him?" Tamura hisses, but then realizes something. "Oh right, you're Bunny. You know everyone." He mutters. "Sensei said that the hero killer would be a great addition to the team." "Well, it doesn't seem like that," Tamura explains. "What? I think your guys' goals are kind of aligned though. Rebuilding society, right? That's literally the same thing," Izuku states. Then he adds unsurely. "But different methods?" "They do not, Bunny. The League of Villains don't have a conviction. Kill All Might? Then what? You can go far if the only thing you do is destroy what you don't like," Stain says. "You're describing yourself, Stain. And I'm not only killing All Might." Tamura snarls. He's now able to get up, and he's flexing his hand, ready to have another round with the killer. Wait! Izuku puts himself between them. He doesn't have to do this, but it's better if they're on the same team, you know. Okay, let's think a little bit. Shigaraki's goal is to kill the symbol of peace and destroy the current society, while Stain wants to purge the fake heroes from society. So technically, cleaning the system is part of destroying it? Is that how it works? His head hurts. Is being a villain supposed to be this hard and confusing? He remembers that he still hasn't said anything yet. He looks up and is about to open his mouth when he sees their faces. "God damn it," he mumbled again. "But hey, it's helping." He sees Tamura take a deep breath and shift his stance to one less threatening. Izuku decides to back away because he literally said everything he wanted to say already. How embarrassing. Should he try to stop his mumbling habits? But all the villains said they didn't mind it. They actually find it relaxing and informative. "So let's ignore that you had a knife to my throat like a minute ago. Just like Bunny said, killing All Might is just a part of my end goal." Tamura calmly explains to Stain. His hands twitch a bit. Izuku knows his self-restraint is so high right now. The Tamura from before would probably bark at Kurogiri to take Stain away by now. "I want to destroy what I don't like, yes, but I don't like this so-called society where All Might is the pillar that holds everything. He created an illusion where the perfect hero has to be like him, where they just smile for the camera and act like everything is okay, like he can save everyone, which he can't. I want to destroy this, to let people see how fragile hero society is." That's right. No hero helped Tamura before. That's why he became what he is today. You don't need to join us. I already made my point. Just wanted to make sure that we are on the same side after all. Tamura sighs and grabs the almond and honey latte that Izuku hands to him. Stain observes them quietly. The league leader pays him no mind. He slings an arm around Izuku's shoulders and pulls him close. Thanks, he whispered. What did I do? Izuku asks, confused. I don't know why, but when you're in this room, my anxiety is just, gone. Tamura says, almost like he's not sure either. Am I your emotional support? Izuku chuckles, amused. He's glad that the two villains don't want to kill each other anymore. Did you know that a rabbit is one of the more popular animals for emotional support? I think now you are mine. Tamura ruffles his hair and backs away when he sees Stain wants to say something. Sorry for not letting you explain more and misjudging you. I see we both want to destroy the current society, but I think I won't join you. And I won't get in your way either. If Bunny approves of you and is comfortable here, I want to see what this League of Villains will become in the future. Stain says and turns to Kurogiri, who is now at the table, to move. Bring me please back to Hosu. Can I join in on the fun? Tamura asks before the guy walks out. Stay doesn't turn back from the portal. Sure. He then leaves. They all stare at where the hero killer was a second ago. Kurogiri is the one who breaks the silence. That went better than I thought, he says incredulously. Fuck, I should have decayed one of his knives or something. Tamura grumbles, but Izuku can see the tension disappear from his form. You know, you don't really need to prove yourself to Stain. He's just another murderer. He has his own twisted ways of thinking. Just another villain. Izuku thinks out loud, and all for one chooses that time to speak up. That's right. I just want to see how you handled someone like him. Which you did great, Tamura. The villain compliments. Tamura blushes at the praise, but he quickly regains his composure. Thank you, Sensei. Do you have any available Nomu right now? I'll give you three. Izuku thinks that's the signal for him to leave and go back to his work, but a hand grabs his collar, preventing him from walking away. Nuh-uh, you are coming with us, Bunny. Tamura grins at him. Izuku can only sigh. What can go wrong while watching over a city while it gets destroyed by artificial humans with multiple quirks? This is too relaxing. Izuku is currently lying on a couch. Yes, a couch, on the rooftop of an abandoned building, which Kurogiri warped here for him. The guy is standing beside Tamura, who is watching his work through binoculars. The city is on fire, and Izuku is here almost falling asleep to the sound of people screaming. Hey, he needs sleep, okay? He was working on more analysis last night. He only rested for like 2 hours before he had to wake up again. He's about to close his eyes when he hears the faint sound of an engine. He catches sight of a pale silver armor running around, like they're looking for something or someone. Izuku sits up and walks to the railing. He peers over to see Shoto's classmate. Ida Tenya? Izuku frowns. The boy doesn't look like he's saving civilians or doing anything that would help in this type of a situation. Is this the future generation of heroes? Izuku then realizes something. Ingenium got injured by the hero killer Stain. Stain is in Hosu. Ida is Ingenium's brother, and right now he's running through different alleys while not averting an eye to the situation around him. Kids these days. Isn't Izuku the same age as him? Hopefully, Stain won't kill a kid who wants revenge for his brother. Come to think of it, Stain will definitely see him as another fake. Doesn't care about the city and runs straight to the killers to seek vengeance? Yep, he is dead. Let's think about the end result. Stain will get a bad reaction from the media and his followers for killing a hero student. While they can think that Stain deems the kid as a fake, it still doesn't look too good. UA will also get backlash for letting a kid go and become a vigilante who does what he thinks is right, which results in the death of himself. Izuku doesn't have to pry, but hey, there's always been a part of himself that wants to play hero. Even if he's now working with villains, he's helping. He helped Abby and Shoto. He helped Nomura to be better. He helped Stain to walk in a straight line. And that's what he's going to do again. Guys, I'll be back. Kurogiri, please be alert on your phone. With that, Izuku pulls up his hood to cover his face and climbs down the fire escape. He runs along the road, avoiding people and trying to find Ida or Stain. After running for a while, he finally hears a sword and engine sounds. He hides behind the building and takes a peek in the alley. Okay, Ida is underground bleeding. There's also another hero, Native. Izuku can't remember what he did to be considered a fake. Izuku could just walk in and drag Stain back, but the killer seems pretty mad. And if something goes wrong, if someone sees his face, Shoto might get in trouble. Oh, speaking of his friend, he's with Hawks. Izuku can text him and let the hero do his job. Then Izuku can help Stain escape instead of engaging in the fight. Or maybe let the hero fight, then Izuku shows himself as Shadow's friend and talks some sense into Ida's brain or something. He quickly texts Shoto and hopes for the best. Turns out, Shoto can actually make wings with his flames. He usually just creates fire and then attacks, nothing more. So this is like a whole new world for him. And they're not only for show, he can glide in the air for a bit before the fire goes out. He's looking through the photos and videos that Hawks sent to him. That sounds superhero landing right there, 100 out of 10, Hawks texts. Suddenly, Shoto gets a message from Izuku, and he's about to read it when Hawks chooses that moment to dive down and pick him up. Hawks. In the blink of an eye, they are up in the air and soaring fast through the sky. Villain attack in Hosu. Hawks replies in a serious tone. Shadow then reads his friend's text. It's a location in Hosu as well. There's a video of, is that Ida? Having an argument with Stain while bleeding on the ground. He quickly shows this to the hero. Tell your friend a good job for asking for reinforcements. After a few minutes of flying, he finally sees the burning city. Hawks flies closer to the location. Shoto wants to facepalm because why is Izuku always there when things get dangerous? His friend is hiding behind a dumpster, watching Stain monologuing. Izuku tenses when Stain goes to strike down to end Ida's life. Shoto quickly jumps down from Hawk's arms and bursts into flames. His fire wings light up the dark alley, bright enough to blind the hero killer for a bit. That gives them enough time for Hawks to use his quirk to attack and capture Stain. After fighting for a while, which ends up being more like the number 3 hero doing his job while Shoto puts up ice barriers, Shoto lets Hawks restrain Stain and runs to Ida, who's able to move now. He seems guilty and looks down in shame. Izuku is just standing to the side looking nervous. When did he even travel to Hosu? He isn't wearing a face mask, so he must be here as a civilian or Shoto's friend. I shouldn't have let my anger blind me. I am really sorry, Todoroki-kun. I'm so selfish and didn't even see Native. And your friend hadn't called for help, we might be all dead. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Ida cries, falling to his knees and clutching his shoulders like weakly. Let's get you to the hospital. Shoto says instead of the harsh words that he feels bubbling up. How could Ida think a student with a little experience such as himself could be a notorious serial killer? He turns to Izuku, who glances at Stain every few seconds. Wait, does he know the hero killer? Is that why he's here? Hey, Shoto! I... Wait, you aren't a hero student. Hux appears beside him and blinks at Izuku. Ah, you must be the one who sent the video. Thanks, little bird. But you might want to go home now. The Wings hero ushers the boy to go elsewhere. They walk out of the alley to see the heroes coming towards them. They notice the defeated Stain and gasp. The sidekicks then quickly call an ambulance for the injured Ida and the police to arrest the hero killer. Shoto wants to check on Izuku, but he's already gone. He doesn't get a chance to look for his friend because a Nomu suddenly swoops down from the sky and snatches Shoto from the ground. What the... What the hell is the Nomu doing? Izuku slips away quietly to text Kurogiri the location beneath Stain. The hero killer might be discontent, and it might not be cool with him to escape with other people's help, but Izuku doesn't want him to get arrested. He can do so much for the future. But when he looks back, a winged Nomu has Shoto in its claw. Does it have a mind of its own? Before Izuku could get lost in his head, a scream from one of the heroes brings him back to the current events. Oh my god, Stain is out. And he's the one who rescues Shoto and finishes off the Nomu by stabbing its brain. Endeavor chooses that moment to show up. He is about to attack the villain if not for Hawks stopping him first. His son is literally there. Is he losing his mind or something? Stain for sure is having the same opinion of the number 2 hero, because his face morphs and he starts monologuing again. This society is so full of fakes. If there isn't one who sacrifices themselves to wipe out someone like you, there won't be any true heroes left anymore. Come at me, you fake. The only one who is allowed to kill me is a real hero, which is definitely not you, Endeavor. Stain yells while releasing a malicious aura, paralyzes everyone, making even Endeavor step back. Izuku is surprised that it doesn't affect him that much. Well, he's a little shaken, but that's all. He notices that Stain is swaying slightly, like he is about to lose consciousness. The heroes on the scene don't realize that yet. Wouldn't it be cool if after that speech Stain is able to escape while the heroes are still stunned in fear? While stepping through his own warp gate, Izuku sees someone filming the whole event from down the street. What everyone will see later upon reviewing the footage is a familiar portal opening up behind the hero killer. Stain doesn't turn back, but it looks like the villain let himself fall into the warp gate. leaving the heroes to stare at the empty street. "You had fun?" Tomura asked with amusement in his voice when Izuku stumbles through the portal with the unconscious hero killer next to him. Izuku sighs. "Huh, it's the same kid." Eraserhead mumbles to himself while watching the security camera footage of the stain event that happened a while ago, which Tsukauchi managed to access. "Who?" "That kid who came out of the portal and pulsed stain back. He's everywhere, detective." The underground hero says in his monotone voice. The video that got uploaded didn't show his angle, so the kid didn't show himself to the internet. Interested, Detective Tsukauchi motions him to continue. "It started with the trafficking last year, then patrolling with Dobby and the others, the USJ, and now this video. This kid is always there, wearing his stupid All Might hoodie. He's not doing anything bad though. He even helped me at the USJ." Izawa clarifies. "Did you try to talk or capture the boy?" "I tried, but he always has at least one high-ranking villain accompanying him, so it's hard for me to get him alone." Eraserhead grumbles. Detective Tsukauchi sighs. "At least we have a lead." "I'll try to get the boy's name. The underground probably knows something. I haven't been in that information circle for a very long time though, so it may take a while." Eraserhead soon says his goodbye. He needs to go to the hospital and have some words with Ida. "Maybe I should start with the kidnapping cases," Tsukachi says to himself after the hero leaves. And that is it for chapter 9. Thank you for listening, and I hope you will enjoy the next chapter from the next Podficer. And I am very glad to be a part of this project.